Leonhard Euler was a mathematician that influenced many fields and was responsible for the creation of many significant formulas. He was born in Switzerland 1707 and studied under Jean Bernoulli. He also associated with Jean's sons, Nicolaus and Daniel. In 1927, Euler was accepted into St. Petersburg Academy as a student of medicine and physiology. In 1930, Euler stopped his studies in medicine and physiology and moved into natural philosophy. At the age of 26, Euler became the Academy's chief mathematician, but unfortunately, in 1735, he lost sight in his right eye. However, this did not impede him, as Euler still managed to produce more than 500 books in his lifetime, averaging around 800 pages of mathematical research per year. From 1741 onwards, Euler became part of the Berlin Academy to continue his research, but eventually he lost sight in both eyes. This still did not stop his research. Euler suddenly died in 1783 while in the company of one of his grandchildren, but his research still continues to have a significant influence on mathematics today.
The sheer volume and quality of work that Euler contributed to mathematics is unparalleled by any other mathematician. It is hard to fully appreciate the scope of his impact in a 4-minute video, but to give you just some idea of how large his body of work was, a committee was established to publish all of Euler's work after his death in 1907. It's been over 100 years and they're still reprinting his collective works. Over 74 massive volumes have been published, and they are collectively known as the Opera Omnia. Now, it's one thing to have written over 25,000 articles, but were they any good? Let's have a look at a closer example. One of his most famous formulas, known as Euler's formula, established a connection between complex exponentials and trigonometry. This led to Euler's identity, which is considered by many mathematicians to be the most beautiful theorem in existence. This is due to the fact that it links together the 5 most important constants in mathematics, and they are the number 0, the additive identity, the number 1, the multiplicative identity, the number pi, which is ubiquitous in trigonometry, the number e, the base of the natural logarithms, and the number I, the imaginary unit of the complex numbers. The impact Euler had on other mathematicians can best be seen by the comments by other highly respected mathematicians in the field. Laplace used to say to his students, read Euler, he is the master of all of us. And Gauss would say, the study of Euler's work remains the best instruction in the various areas of mathematics and can be replaced by no other. This includes e for the exponential, pi to represent the ratio of the circumference of a circle, and I, the square root of -1.
In 1936, Euler introduced the subject of graph theory, a concept which is still being used today. Euler introduced this concept trying to solve the Königsberg bridge problem.
Awesome.
The problem was, is it possible for someone to walk around the town of Königsberg, starting and ending at the same point, and crossing each of the 7 bridges exactly once? Through Euler's ideas, he was able to deduct that this task was impossible to complete. Graph theory has many applications to the modern world and is used in many subjects, such as technology, computing, and science. An example of graph theory's modern applications can be demonstrated in flight networks, where it is used to connect countless cities in the most efficient way, moving the most passengers with the fewest possible trips in planes.